Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
We slept together. But I mean, that's kind of.
But that's what kind of happens.
Society perceives, the next big step in our relationship
is physical sex.
Well, as opposed to
Mental.
We're live. I should be careful what I'm saying.
We are live.
It's gonna be the first thing that people hear.
Uh-oh. That sounds good. I know. That's wild. What the heck are we talking about?
It's funny because it's an unrealistic goal.
Hey, everyone hear us?
I don't know what's going on.
Can we get one of you guys to say something?
I'm here.
Oh, we need
Sometimes I don't even know what comes out of my wife's mouth. It's wild.
Does anyone know? We know.
You good, baby.
So, we need owlbear. Possibly. We might need owlbear, but we'll find out.
You gonna go dinner?
Brandon, you're not in school yet, are you? You're still enjoying your
last week.
We started yesterday.
Youch.
Tell me about it, dude.
Yowie zowie.
Okay. I got some pretty cool classes this semester. Next week in one of my classes, we're playing poker all week.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's for negotiations is the class. It's a marketing sales class. And
Interesting.
what better way to learn how to negotiate than poker?
Probably by learning negotiation tactics. Yeah. Things like
going to Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, the teacher is from Vegas.
how much money are you gonna bet? No money?
No, because if we actually did money, he'd get fired.
Why?
That's just, I think, rules of campus. Like, if actual money was involved, he'd definitely get fired.
Whose money? What if you guys just do it on the fun?
You use it for themselves, and then my minister gives it back to the students because they already took all their money through their tuition.
Are you talking about their gambling addiction?
No, they're stocks. That's how they do stocks. The U uses their actual money from university, and their students use it, but they can get to keep it. The US minister uses their actual money, but the students don't get to keep it. And if you actually get money, that
I just rolled 3 nat ones in a row.
yes.
That's a good sign.
If you don't get money, then you fail. So you have to get money for Westminster.
That's insane.
But again, Westminster already took $44,000 from your pocket. So
I mean, look, if it's in the policy and that's like how you can get a good grade, that's kind of cool. It's like that one anime that's all about gambling or something. I've never seen it, but I remember I watched the trailer for it.
I've never seen that one. I really haven't, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
I've never seen that one.
Oh man, Kyle's gonna be slightly late. We're just waiting on Joy.
I want an update on the woman. Woman.
Oh, my best friend?
Oh! I see what you're saying. It's okay.
My best
I'm not
friend.
confused on what we're talking about.
We're talking about the woman.
The woman. The apartment.
The one crazy lady.
Leaving it on. What is this woman?
You
You know this one. The one that's been yelling at Tori.
No, we're besties. I was just asking.
Are you talking about Kyle?
If-
He doesn't have. No, I don't know if he really has. He went on a date, maybe, or a friend. I don't know.
Okay, just be relationship.
I said it's fine.
Yes.
It's not sad. I mean, it's just
Just what it is.
it can be what it is. It's what it is.
Well, I don't care about that other lady. That other lady is dead. But if there are updates, I will listen.
She messaged me 2 times, and both of them were very to the point. Say anything rude, so
Oh, good.
now we can move forward.
Good.
And make some actual progress.
Be nice. If you're not nice, you ain't getting nothing.
Great lessons.
Hi, bud.
Good.
We're probably gonna have a lot of people coming in.
Yeah.
If Joey's here, we'll probably start because Kylo informed me that he's gonna be a little late.
Late or have to be early?
Wait.
Gold.
Nice.
It's Aunt Josephine.
Yes,
You like the Android? She always brings you treats.
I do enjoy. Feels better. But I'm excited to play. Make me feel better.
Hey, did you start teaching?
What?
Have you started teaching?
Yeah, 3rd week.
Is it exhausting?
It is. Especially because I've been doing a lot with the big construction equipment in my gym.
Uh-oh.
Wait, did she? Maybe you did. Maybe I was out helping apartments.
Anyways. Yeah, there's poles and ladders and steel stuff.
Are you using those as exercise equipment?
Not allowed to teach those things.
Teach them to climb a ladder.
See, they're not owned by the school is the only thing. They're not
That's great. Do they have a safe time when it's gonna be done?
Yes.
Next year.
When will it be done?
Next
Your
year.
guess is as good as me.
Yeah,
Mine.
it's gonna be.
Okay. Thanks. Where?
All right.
Sorry, I'm late. We can get started.
Yeah, let's just get started. Let's start early, guys. It's not early, but like,
Joy, we're doing like build your own quesadilla, which I think is what quesadillas are, but it's
we have plenty. We have chicken. We have
cheese,
cheese. We have
yes,
onions. We got stuff. So
salsa.
it's kind of just one of
Just
those.
sit here if it's please smother that inside.
Right. Does someone want to give a recap for last time? Oh wait, Kyle. Oh wait, you're not home yet, are you? You're muted.
I barely walked in the door, so I'm a little out of it still.
You're good. I'm just supposed to remind you to mark off a certain thing, and you need me to tell you some things that you marked off, right? Because it's under a specific section.
Yes.
Okay. I will find.
So, I'm sorry. I could do the recap while you're doing that.
Yeah, give us the recap, Joey.
Okay. So, last time. So the time before we left off right at the beginning of a combat. Right? And so we picked up there, with, I forget the name that was revealed. Had taken one of the little goblin kids captive and used him as a hostage to try and get us to answer questions, specifically Sunflower. He had questions specifically for Sunflower, which of course she could not answer. And so we got angry and we went into combat. Of course, there was lots of backup for him, as well as a particularly interesting wizard. Was it a wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Something flying.
It was a halfling wizard who was old and you could say parallel to another one of our friendly shorter folk here.
Yes.
What's the big idea, eh?
So, Sunflower was almost killed in the combat. Which little goblin was actually killed in the combat?
It was
Mazit. Mazza was actually killed in the combat. But we killed Jasper, which was the first guy that we kind of ran into. And after that, the wizard guy was like, "Oh, we've been trying to get rid of him for ages. Thank you guys. I'll keep watching for you. See you later." And the combat ended. We thankfully were able to bring back Mazit. And then the little goblins took us to their sister, whom we healed, and then we were recruited for yet another combat. It was fire-looking beasts that were taking people and cattle, right? Livestock. Okay, and they were messing up. They were burning fields. No, I'm making things up.
No, now you're just making it up, Joey. Come on. Stick to the facts. We don't make up anything in D&D ever.
Right.
Notes. No, that was perfect. So you guys haven't been given much information regarding
And David's character was introduced.
Carl. So you guys haven't been given super much information about what had attacked. It kind of happened all of a sudden. You guys were it looked like they were gathering for some sort of town meeting, kind of a supper hall, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
And you guys had been introduced, and you guys accepted. I believe you accepted. Maybe you didn't yet, but that you would help after you have a little rest and some food in you. Is kind of the gist. So I think we're gonna pick up kind of just you guys are sitting down at the table eating, and I believe let me see what's here. Sitting at the table, Carl, you can choose if you want to be around the players or if you would be with other townsfolk or whatever. You guys can choose. I know that you guys had discussed possibly looking at some of the items. Just let me know if that's still something that you guys want to do. Another thing that was important to note from the recap is, just remembering this because Kyle's jumping on, is Sunflower had some sort of apparition surrounding her.
Yes.
And it was very familiar.
And it was familiar to Harry and Lenses. The rest of you, this was the first time that you had seen this. So we'll pick up. You guys are in the middle of dinner.
I think not to talk for the party, but I would assume we would have invited Carl to sit with us if he has nowhere better to be, just so that way we can maybe ask him some questions on what he knows and get some information, hopefully. Sure.
Oh. Yeah, Carl will sit with you guys.
Sweet. Now,
David, you want to describe Carl a little bit more now that
Yeah.
people are sitting down here?
Okay. Carl is a human. He looks to be roughly late 40s, maybe early 50s. He is a very burly man. He has a very large beard. Seems like he's worked hard the majority of his life. He wears a tunic that is kind of like shoulders are all ripped and like the sleeves are all ripped up just from wear and tear. So yeah, just big burly man. He's wearing a shirt. Oh,
Great. So you guys are sitting here enjoying a delicious meal that is in front of you. Is there anything that you guys want to do at this moment, or discuss, or?
I think. Go ahead.
No, you go first. You go first.
I was going to say, I think I'd be more focusing it currently on attuning the boots that I started attuning to. And I would probably suggest, if my companions have a little bit of time to focus on that too, it would probably be good to finally figure out what our items do. That's it.
Sunflower, you had something.
No, I don't think Sunflower had it. Kyle had something, but that's not appropriate.
What did Kyle have to say?
No, Kyle shouldn't say what Kyle had.
Oh, come on.
No, Kyle had a long day at work and doesn't want to get canceled again.
He got canceled once.
X amount of times. X amount of times.
It's an equation. It's exponential.
Well, you're not wrong. You ever seen an 8 and you turn it sideways and then you make it small at the top?
Yeah. Can't squish it a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll stop distracting.
No, you're good. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So, lenses. You're the only one currently just looking at. You're kind of focusing on those items. You're enjoying your meal.
What is it, by the way? What food are we eating? Consuming?
You are eating the potatoes and a pork mixed meat sausage, right? It's typically like kebab style, like you skewer it and then you grill it over a fire, as well as just like you have, carrots, vegetables of all varieties. It's humble food that you would find just in a nice farm town, but it's very good.
What is my garden?
The one that you planted back at the bar down the road? We're eating dinner. Something that Lenses would be doing is he'd love the potatoes and the sausage, but he would be picking around the carrots, not eating them.
Mm-hmm.
Just for some, he tries one. He's like, "Wait a minute, I don't like carrots. Don't eat it."
They're too mushy.
Yeah, they really do get kind of nasty. I think that's also probably why I have bad eyesight. I just didn't eat enough.
Yeah,
Wait a second.
See what I did there?
that makes sense.
Is Carl with us? Not
Mm-hmm.
Carl is with you. The goblin children are not around this meeting.
They need to go home. Carl,
Yeah.
I need to know, what is your philosophy of this mortal existence?
Life? Like my life?
Yes.
Work, get drunk, go home, and do it all again the next day.
Do you have a lot to come?
What a man.
I mean, yeah, I actually paid my tab though, so
How'd you hear about that?
I've seen you in here before.
So you know who I am. Who am I?
You're just the random dude who came in and got drunk all the time.
Alright. Okay, brother. So, this mortal existence is nothing. So, we shall be drink buddies.
That's fine. I'm not buying your beer though.
Well, I'm trying to find deeper meaning in life, but I'm not convinced thus far. So, I'll be good with that though.
You would notice Faith, or I'm so sorry.
Newman!
It's been a
Who
long
is
day.
Faith?
You would notice, Newman, that there are drinks around. You can totally have some drinks if you want.
I think Newman's trying to lean off the alcohol since his nickname was Whiskey Jack. Is there any whiskey?
Is there any Jack?
Not here. It's pretty simple, just like
Ayo.
ale, mead.
Yeah. I would rather build a fountain that will leads down to the ground, trails down this path, and then into anthill.
Then drink.
See the impact of a small gesture to the destruction of a whole civilization. And then I'll ponder their lives and their significance, and then ponder my own life and my significance.
No wonder you got drunk all the time. That's way too much drinking. You, the guy with the glasses, they call you lenses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Will you take this bowl for me?
I take the bowl for him.
Thank you. I really need you to eat that.
What is it?
Just eat it. It's soup my wife made.
I'll,
Do you really trust them that much?
can I do an investigation check to see if there's any carrots in it?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 13. Are there carrots in it?
There are no carrots.
All right, then I go. Okay. I try it. Is it pretty good?
It's a butternut squash and turnip soup.
Oh, I pound that thing. I don't know why, but like the nutmeg in it just makes me just.
You like that?
It's just like you hear the boom, 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 boom as I just tilt it back.
While you're doing that, Carl's gonna lean down and take your plate of meat and be like, "All right, we're gonna trade. My wife's making me eat that because I'm getting too fat." So
I knew there was gonna be a catch.
I probably don't even hear him. I do like turnips and
Yeah.
butternut squash.
It's at this point that as you're drinking this, you've been really concentrating on these boots. You've kind of been distracted a lot of this kind of walk, like the walk back, even during the fight that you guys had. I would say that you were really focusing hard on these boots. You really want something to happen with them. And it's about at this point that you almost feel like if you've ever drinking like a caffeine, like lots of caffeine, or like a 5-hour energy or coffee, like anything like that, like it just hits you. You're just like, whoa!
I gotta go like run like 3 miles or something. Just got the shakes.
It's got the shake.
What'd you put in that butternut squash?
And it's at this point that if you have the attunement slots, which I believe you do,
I do. I don't think I'm actually attuned to anything
okay.
right now.
You can attune to these boots. They are boots of haste.
Maybe for walking.
Oh, you got them boost of hate.
Boots of haste. Holy cow! I'm like so fast right now. I'll look up the rules on what those do.
Just reminds me of all little kids playing tag today. Look how fast I can run!
You want to see me?
You're a fast kindergartner.
You want to see me run to the top of that mountain? Want to see me do it again? At
this point, don't forget to this can count as a long or not a long rest, a short rest for you guys. So if you need hit points, don't forget to re-roll your hit dice. You can roll as many as you have available that you want to roll. Plus, each time you roll, I believe you add your Constitution modifier to it. So get your guys' health back up, as well as on short rest. Some people have some things. I believe Harry, you have something on short rest. I believe you do. Let me see here. I haven't. I'm not prepared. I haven't pulled up everything. So 1 moment.
Oh, math.
I believe for you it's number 2 on your features sheet. It's the top one in the middle column.
So you want me to scratch it off? Is that
Yes,
what you're
sir.
alluding to?
That's what I am alluding to. I mean, I'm assuming that you would want to scratch it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take
Not that
it.
you actually probably have much to do with that, just the way that we've been playing this game, but you never know. Who else get things on foot lists? I know lenses, you get stuff on short rest.
I think I know most everything I get back on.
Yeah.
Which
I
is like everything.
don't know if you have anything that you get back on a short rest, T. I don't know if you get wild shape back on a short rest. We might have to.
I've only done it once.
We've only done it once, and
I
it
can
was
see what shapes.
both of them were free.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, because the first time you did it,
Yeah, first time
it was free.
it was free.
The second time was because of the reaction ability that you have, which because it's a
Okay.
new feature was also free. So I don't actually think you've used anything.
Appreciate that.
Sunflower doesn't get anything. Newman, I think, gets key points back on a short rest, I believe. So you can full up your key points, I believe. And then Mage, I don't believe you get anything.
Nothing that I need to restore.
I don't think so. So, let me know when you guys are done with your guys' health, as you guys are doing that, and you guys are enjoying a delicious meal. You are hearing whispers and talks throughout this hall. Some are of gratitude for this group of heroes that are going to go and solve this pest problem that has arisen, and that there had been worry in this little village of if the animals disappeared, if people were disappearing, what would happen, and now you guys are here, and so there's much gratefulness throughout the hall, and it's pretty joyful. You see that some people are sad as one member of the party that had gone out earlier hadn't returned with the group, and it seems that either had been slain or been taken by some beasts. Or those are kind of just some of the going-ons of this night's evening. So. Were you gonna say something, Lenses? Are you formulating something?
I was formulating
Okay,
something.
I'll let you formulate for a second.
I would turn to Carl and say, "So you saw this tower? Did you get any looks at the beasts we're going to be going and fighting? Anything along those lines?"
Well, I don't know if we ran into the monster per se. We did run into, however, a lot of spiders. Happened to drag away a young man that about 20 years old. Just drug him up into the trees. So
Yeah.
Wait, how old?
about 20.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
I mean, a lot of my bones, that's got to be a fairly large spider if it's able to lift someone into a tree.
Didn't really
Yeah.
see it. There's a lot of them. So
And this has never happened to one of you before?
Not like this, no. Over the last couple of weeks, we've had some animals gone missing, and that's just about it. Last night we had this building collapse, and that's kind of what sent us out. There were spottings of some type of monster, humanoid-looking something or other running away out of the town. So, not 100% sure. We tried to chase it and track it down and couldn't find it.
So, you thinking it's malicious, or is it just something that wants to eat?
I mean, I imagine it's hungry. Why it's taking animals and people, but if it's malicious, I don't know.
Interesting.
And now, how far away is the tower from here?
1 to 2 hours on horseback.
Do you know if the townspeople will be able to provide us some mounts, or are we going to be legging it?
No, we imagine we have enough mounts that we could spare a couple for you.
That's why I like the maging here.
Makes walking easier.
It's about this point that you hear, last call, anyone else wanting to plate of something?
Chicken drumstick.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Chicken.
That's tomorrow night.
The menu tonight.
It's our, so you guys have been eating, sausage, like, mixed.
Does it scratch the itch?
No.
Okay. That's why I forget.
Scratch the yeah.
Doesn't scratch.
Carl's gonna look over his shoulder, see if he sees his wife somewhere in the tavern. Does he see his wife?
Oh yeah, she's there.
He'll raise his hand, trying to be sneakily to get some more sausage.
Make a sleight of hand here.
5.
Can I assist him?
5. Would you know that he's trying to? Well, he does.
Perceptive person. He
Sure.
met his wife,
You
not
can
wanting to.
go ahead and roll again. Go ahead and roll again.
8.
8.
He's gonna help with it.
Your wife knows your ways. She knows you are a man of stature, let's say. In other ways. And you raise your hand, and you think you've gotten away with it. You someone saw, like, you raised your hand, they were gonna come bring you a plate, and moments go by, and then all of a sudden, you see, like, someone comes and brings a plate in front of you, and it's more soup. And she says, "Now, darling, I want you to live forever."
Live forever. I'm gonna go hungry at this point. I'm not gonna eat. Go on.
You don't love my soup?
Your
love
soup
your
is
soup.
quite good.
Thank you. And she'll lean in and give you a kiss on the cheek, and then she'll say, "Now eat up."
You would just see him basically just pouting. Just ugh.
I would like to see this role play of the kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, Rory, come here.
No, it's got to
I'm
be.
kissing her.
It's got to be DM in character.
Um, you guys soon gather your. You start gathering up your plates, and as you do, Lenses, your hand brushes up against T's for just a moment, and in the split second, T, you hear something.
You hear a voice. Roxy, please, Holmes in danger. Don't tell him. Tell him to not trust it. I've tried to get to him and I can't get to him and no, he's coming. I don't have much time.
Oh, sorry about that.
Awkward about it.
What? Sorry, my hands. It's so pop both.
Did you guys just have a little moment?
It's gonna be very awkward, very tentative. Like, give me a hand.
Mage is sitting next to them.
What do you need my hand for?
Is it a hand in marriage?
No, just do you have voices in your head?
With this, like, my eyes are like, I'm probably not I'm not like the best liar, so I don't. Look, and I pull her to the kind of the side of the room. I'd say, so since I woke up, I could hear a voice just a couple of times. But he said he was my brother. I haven't heard him in a little bit. Yeah. His name is Talkus. Does that sound familiar to you?
No. But continue.
I have heard his voice. I don't know if I'm assuming from what he said to me, something happened right before this all happened. And now I think he might be stuck in my head. But maybe I'm just, making things up. I mean, his voice sounds fairly similar to mine, but I guess a brother's voice would probably sound fairly similar to mine. I don't know. Why? How'd you know?
Because when I touched your hand, I heard a voice in my head. It said, Roxy, Holmes is in danger. He's coming. I don't get it. Are you home? Am I Roxy?
So if we remember when with the statue in the middle of the town, the name on it was, I think, Holman or something along those lines. The one that looked really similar to me.
Homie, the hero. Yes.
Home. It just like, I feel like I'm supposed to like say the name and then it's like, oh yeah, that's my name. But like, I also don't feel like, I don't feel my name is that. But it's probably that.
I don't know. Like, same thing with Roxy. Like, the voice called me Roxy if it was even talking to me. But
Did you want to see if the voice? I can't hear the voice right now. Well, let me check. Do I hear a voice?
Not necessarily.
background noise.
Just someone's playing some sort of music.
Oh, yeah.
That's elevator music. Talkus, is that you?
I'm here.
Are you? Is everything okay?
Yeah. That's great. I mean, I can't wait to get my body back, I guess, but relatively everything's pretty great.
I just hadn't heard from you in a little while.
I feel like kind of would make you uncomfortable if I was just talking to you all the time, and you got a voice in here and people out there. If you want to talk, I'll talk to you all the time.
Well, I do want you to check in every once in a while. I want to. I'm saying this to your. Well, like I'm saying this out loud because I'm talking, and I'm like, I'm talking. We're talking to him.
And what you gotta do?
He's saying everything's fine. He's good. Maybe. You want to see if you can hear the voice?
Yeah. Just
You guys hold a hand.
and then you just like still like
You get anything?
am I getting anything?
No.
No. Try talking to your voice in your head while I'm holding your hand and see if I can hear that.
Maybe that voice was in your head. What? It could have been.
Just Mage just pops up next to us, like over hands, like
No, it's okay. I've been watching this whole time.
Talkers, can you talk to other people if I'm in contact with them? Okay. He says he doesn't think he can hear him. Did you hear that?
Are we still holding hands?
I was assuming.
I'm assuming you guys are still holding hands. No, you don't hear anything.
No, I didn't hear that.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
that was weird. So if you're Holmes, you're in danger, and if I'm Roxy, they were pleading for me to help me, but
we'll just keep an eye out on. Maybe there's just something going on. I don't know.
I mean, apparently something's coming. So
I know there's danger around, so
always.
What did the voice sound like?
Yeah, what did the voice sound like? Was it male? Was it female?
Was it like high pitched, low pitch?
It was male. A little bit different than lenses, but same kind of cadence, same like kind of. You could hear that there's some sort of accent to it.
Some sort of what?
Kind of accent
Oh,
to
accent.
it, but
Okay.
hard to define what it was. But I mean, he seemed. Make an insight check for me, actually.
Sorry, writing down things. Insight.
While she does that, Carl leans over to Sunflower and goes, I guess they actually might be getting married. They were holding hands for quite a long time.
Is that how you get married?
I mean, it's definitely the start.
Oh my gosh.
That's 20.
I'm too young to get married.
That's not
That's okay. You can wait a little while longer.
I'm going to wait a quite long time.
That's okay. So don't be holding hands with nobody.
Me down in a skeletal hand and be like, I will never marry.
Oh no!
It is gauntleted.
Oh yeah,
Right,
just he
but-
knows it's
so yeah,
coming.
you know it's there now.
And when he shakes his hand really fast, like when he tries to do the thing that RMs do.
Wait, sorry, you got 21? 27.
Yeah.
27.
27.
You could pick up that there was definitely urgency in this person's voice, right? And also as if there was a sense of like they were trying to hide.
Trying to hide?
Trying to hide. As if
Mr. Hayes, no!
oh buddy.
Mr. Hayes, no!
Buddy.
As if something or someone was searching for them and somehow they were able to break a seal or get contact or something for just a moment before either
Okay.
they are either got captured or got or maybe they fled. Who knows? That's kind of the vibe that you gather with that. There was also with that type of role, there was also a sense of education, if that makes sense. With
He was a learned voice.
a learned voice. I don't know. That's a high insight check. I don't know how to explain that other than that, but yeah.
Right.
He was like, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Am I just going crazy? Oh no, you're fine. You're normal. You hear a voice in your head. You're fine. Okay. You're okay.
I had a thought though, T. I was looking through the items after I got done tuning to these sick bad boys. Just so you know, the boots have like stylized like indentation that looks like flames. Cool. Yeah, they're super cool.
Do you want me to tell you what was? Do you want me to remind you what was in the bag while you were looking through them?
There was one particular item that I noticed that I want to bring to T's attention. And that is a book called The Circle of Forges, a collection of historical stories. And it's a if I remember correctly, druids usually congregate in what are called circles, if I remember correctly. And you turn into like metal animals.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if the Circle of the Forges might be your druidic circle. That's kind of seemingly a connection. But anyways,
I'll take it. I'll take it. Just gonna take the book. She flips through the pages, looks at whatever pictures are there.
Yeah. Make an investigation check for me.
That's a 6. Not very good.
It's not really a picture book. You're kind of looking at this. You're like, man, this is kind of boring.
like when you
That's a lot
flip
of
through the
words.
scripture.
There's a lot of words.
You're
You're like, oh, come on. There's got to be like something. Now I would say, even though that with such a low roll, I will say that there is a section as you're flipping through it that's been torn out.
Oh. I'll stop and I'll look at the page before and the page after like the section. Is it like a lot of
It's like
pages?
it's like a section
Okay.
had been torn out.
Are there like chapter headings? Like, do I know if it's like one chapter? Do I know if it's 3 chapters?
There are chapter headings to each of these
Okay.
different sections. Many of them are like the story of Ron the Brave, or the War of blah blah blah. You look at the title again, and under buddy, what is the matter? Under Circle of the Forges, there's like a subtitle that says a collection of historical stories.
Yeah.
And you flip to like kind of you almost flip back to the beginning, and at the beginning you see who it's written by. Oh, I didn't. Okay, hold on. I do have his name. I just have to go to the right place. You see the name Benson, as well as like a table of contents, right? And it goes through the different chapters.
Yeah.
And there is a chapter missing, or like a section missing. And the section missing is called The Last Bastion.
The last Bastion?
Bastion.
Bastion.
Is there an about the author section? Like in like the leaf of the cover?
There's about the author. But no. And there in the section, it talks about this author who had been part of an adventuring group at long time in the past. Several, at least 1,000 years ago or so. maybe not that old, but along those lines, you get the vibe. So you get whoever wrote this is probably maybe an elf of some kind if they're um, talking about having collected all these different stories and having lived for a long life for so long. It is mentioned in the about section that there's several like noteworthy, like, oh, he was at this battle, he had been they had defeated this person and this person, and as you're looking through it, there is a section that mentions one of his accomplishments is the defeat of Elm.
Okay, that section's gonna catch her eye. She is going to point it out to, I guess, Mage and Lens, or
I think you guys can all be there. Whatever, whoever you want pointed out to.
I'm done playing in the alcohol, and
Were you playing with alcohol? Oh, I missed that. I'm so sorry. Were you drinking alcohol, or you were?
I was destroying the ant civilization with ale.
Oh, okay. Playing with alcohol, not playing in the alcohol.
oh, those are mine, bud.
Yeah, no.
Huge vat of alcohol.
Yeah, well, there could be. Okay, cool. You come back to the party as dinner is clearing up. You can see that Carl has gone off to gather some horses along with some other individuals as you guys are left kind of for a few minutes while things are getting prepared for you guys' journey.
So, this book mentions the mound fellow that has come up multiple times. Right? No, it's just in the vision we have. That's the only time.
That's the only time that that's the only time that Malm has been.
And we talked
been
about
mentioned.
all of us having the vision, right? We all
Yeah.
have the vision. Okay. Yeah. So apparently Malm's a bad guy, even though our vision didn't make him. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just interesting that he's come up again, you know? If I had a gold coin for every time it came up, I'd have 2 gold coins, but it's odd that it's come up more than once.
Maybe the author is the bad guy in this sense. He's like an unreliable narrator.
Anyone want to put more gold coins on, whether he's gonna come up again or not?
This Malm
Yeah.
character, I'd sorting bet on that. I mean, maybe he has to do with that last Bastion chapter that's ripped out. Can I do like a quick leaf through the book and see if there's any other mentions of Malm? Sure. In the rest of the book.
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Add a D4 to this roll. My thing. That's a 14.
14. As you leaf through it, you don't really notice any other mention of him.
But I'm sure you saw the pages torn out. If this was my book, why would I? But did I even do that? I don't know.
Maybe it just wasn't a good chapter. Like you just did not want to read it again.
Well, I hate to be the kind of person that, tears pages from books, because even if I don't like it, like, maybe someone else will and I'll lend the book out sometime. I don't know.
Maybe you're doing them a favor too. You don't want to. It's not. It's just not good.
Well, let's go with that. Is it time to go yet? Good.
Yeah, and as you were thinking about the like tearing out pages of the book, you remember that there are 2 other books that were in your guys' sack of items.
Can I see if there's any pages torn out of those ones?
Sure. As you start looking, you hear Carl come back, and he kind of shares, it's time to saddle up, and we're gonna get going here. As you look through the 2 books, give me an investigation check for the first one, which is kind of this journal that you've seen before with a lot of the drawings
Oh yeah.
in it. And then, so give me one for that one first. You rolled a 1. There's not really any torn out pages as far as you can tell.
Okay. Investigation? That's an 11
11.
for the second book.
You begin kind of flipping through the other book, and as you do, something falls on the ground with a hard thump.
Okay.
You guys all notice this. There's a small brass key that had been stuffed between some of the pages of this book.
Going to bend down and pick it up.
Pick up the key.
Gonna turn it over. Is there any indication of what the heck this might be?
There's not.
Nothing. It's just a brass key.
Just a brass key.
Well, the mysteries keep getting deeper. All right. Okay, I am going to. I'm going to put the brass key in my glove.
Cool.
And I will also put the book that the first book.
Yeah.
In the last figure of my
The Circle
glove.
of the Forge book.
Yes, circle.
I believe that's all five items, right?
Yep.
Just checking it. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do before you guys saddle up and take off? Carl, you're leading this expedition.
All right, you guys ready? Have you guys ridden horses before?
Probably.
I don't think so.
I cannot recall. I bet I have. You have been over it.
What? Weird answers. All right.
Carl, what kind of horses are gathered? Are they all like well-trained horses? Like this wouldn't really be that hard. Like you could put a kid on these and they'd be fine. Or is like any of these like I don't know. Like you've lived in this village. You've gathered these horses. You know these horses. You know everyone knows these horses.
Riding horses, I could plow horses.
Yeah,
I want to say there's probably a couple horses that I would say 3 horses that are a little bit more look like just war stallions, like battle stallions.
Ooh,
The rest of it are just plow
workhorses. Great.
workhorses. Yeah.
Who's going to what?
And I have one of the big ones. Is that how Mage talks? I
And-
can't remember.
Yeah.
He has a but like I can't remember.
And when you pick your horse, please tell me what it looks like, and what kind of temperament it might have. I think. Have a little fun with it. Are they fat? Are they skinny? Are they stout? What do these horses look like?
I think Harry would want to get the smallest horse, just so like he can get on it himself, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be a fat one.
Fat one.
And it'll get scared really easily. It'll get
Well,
spooked.
if it gets scared really easy, I need you to make an animal handling check.
Like right now.
We need to make sure that, do it right now. We need to make sure that this thing is gonna want to be ridden by a hefty boy. 12. You know, when you first approach it, it kind of runs off. It takes a minute, but with the help of Carl, he's able to help calm it down and get you kind of on it. It's a sturdy horse, maybe short, but it's got some.
It's lower to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. What is its name?
Oh, his name. I think his name is Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a powerful name.
Powerful name. Many of the kids ride this horse. As being a little timid, it's not one to charge too far away and do something. Sunflower.
So the horse that really speaks to Sunflower's soul is at first she sits there and she sees this like white little stallion with like these like stripes and shapes that some may say look like hearts or flowers or all sorts of stuff. As Sunflower approaches, though, she like judders up for a second and her head turns slowly to just this like black war horse of a monster, and she like walks towards the black war horse and just be like, "This is mine."
That's awesome.
And then like her head snaps again and she's like, "Oh,
Two of them?
okay."
There's only one. Are there two?
There were 3 war horses, I believe. Remind me, Carl, is one of those yours?
Yeah, one of those is Carl's.
Okay,
Sunflower picked the one that was Carl.
Okay, and I think you picked Carl's.
It's probably the most magnificent of them, right?
Oh,
Well, magnificent, but
You pick Carl's wife's.
you picked Carl's wife.
I don't feel comfortable continuing this conversation for the safety of our viewers under the age of 12.
Well, it's a good thing this podcast is not rated for those under 12.
Oh, then that way.
I know what's wrong. He just called his wife a horse.
And I think Mage wanted to claim the other horse. So, Mage, what does your war horse look like?
Big boy. Big wants to be here. How many swords?
Watch your profanity.
It kind of looks like if Fabio was a horse,
Fabio.
this would be that Fabio, yeah.
Fabio, I love that even more.
Like
The
guy with the long hair, you know.
Use a couple Old Spice.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. And I think we need T and Newman and Harry.
I think Terry already did. I think it's Lenses.
Or Lenza, sorry. My bad.
Did T already pick?
No.
No.
So I'm gonna go in this one.
Lenses.
So T, Newman, and Lenses.
Cool. I'm assuming since I'm a druid, I have experience kind of knowing horses ish. You know, just kind of the way in general as animals.
Sure.
And I kind of get a sense for one particular horse that may be a little bit more feisty. Okay, I'm picturing like a dark brown horse that has like the mohawk horse kind of thing going on.
Nice.
With a very long kind of tail. And you know, it's more feisty. It's a little bit more, you know, it's gonna nip at your hand or whatever.
No more feisty. Do an animal handling check then.
Okay. Hopefully my animal handling is good. Oh, I rolled really well. Scratch off my animal handling. Hey. 22?
22. Carl, you see as T goes up to this horse. This is a horse that, only like the owner of this horse really can like get to not nip at them. And T just kind of comes up to it and is just like almost whispering in its ear, and it's calm. It's very calm.
Very interesting. All right.
The horse's name is Pop.
Newman, what's your horse?
Carl.
Yeah.
His name is.
What horse do you have that is reliable? Not a war horse, a plow horse.
I mean, we got a couple. We got Pablo.
Pablo?
We got. Oh crap! I'm trying to remember. We got Donnie over there, the little black guy, the little, the little black horse.
You're not allowed to say that on the internet.
Yeah, I said it, and I was like, "Oh wait, no." The little black horse over there is Donnie. Out of those two, those are probably the most reliable, best horses we have. It's Donnie and Pablo.
Okay. I'll approach Pablo, and I envisioned before, that is a nice, brown, reliable horse. Just calm temperament, but also the inspiration is Sagittarius. Oh, that horse.
Yeah. You come up to this horse.
That movie.
Oh, yeah. You come to this horse, and it's a good working horse. It looks strong and powerful, but it's very calm. When you go ahead and you saddle up,
I can see the power within you. Maybe you can bring meaning into my life, dear Pablo.
that leaves you, lenses. It looks like you're probably going with Donnie.
No.
Yeah.
I thought, wasn't there the one with the heart shaped on it? Was that Donnie?
No, that's
Donnie's black.
The one that Sunflower was going to go to first.
I think Donnie might be
one
one of the one that it was the small black horse might have been the one that
Donnie.
Yeah, I think you have Donnie, Harry, because he's the small one. So I think that
It's Don E. Zanzibar is his full name.
yeah. So I think that only leaves the white horse with the kind of a heart shaped print on it and things like. Great guy. Someone's
died. It's like tail pink with like just like flower dye,
ribbons and bows in it. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna amazing suck.
Yes.
Carl, what's this horse's name? As like everyone else is like, I like was like about to go for every horse, but Ryan is someone like blamed it. It's the only one here. What's this one's name?
I honestly, all they call it is they call this one Stinky Joe, but
Stinky Joe. You just made me say Stinky Joe.
It's what they call it.
My bones.
It's what they call it. However, the actual name is Tinkerbell.
I'll walk over to Tinkerbell. I'll make eye contact with Tinkerbell and I'll say, look, let's just have an agreeable time. As long as you follow everyone else, and I think we can have an understanding. Great. Yeah,
And that can
I'll make an animal handling check to see how much. Is it okay if I make an animal handling check? Oh, I don't. Oh, I'm good at this. I got 23.
It'll be a good horse to ride. It's gonna be smelly.
That's okay. I was thinking I might grab the blue boar mask and try to work on tuning it. Maybe that's my excuse, but might mostly be just to try to cover up
Just
the
to cover
smell.
up the smell.
At least I can smell some,
Yeah.
wood smell.
Yeah, you put this on, and it's actually not made of wood.
Oh, what is it made of?
It's made out of clay.
Ooh. Is it kind of heavy then?
It has some weight to it. And you put it on, and now that you're like really looking at it, there's 2 holes like in the mask, like about yay height.
So it's not made for someone who is big faced. For like a little faced person?
No, like there's just 2 open holes in the mask. Besides like the eyes where you'd be able to see out, there's also 2 like open holes lower down.
Do they look like they fit for tusks?
Potentially.
Hey, Newman, does this fit with your tusks? That might be a little racist. Drop it. Here, try this on.
Put it on.
You put it on. Fits like a glove. It slips on right over the tusks there.
Well, this is an experience. It smells nice.
I know. I perfumed it before I put it on.
Nice. Give me more credit.
You really know what's in a components bag? Is there some sort of salve or honey or something that I can just like smear underneath Lenz's nose to
There would
Like a
totally,
missionary.
there,
Put decent oil on a mask.
there would definitely be something like that. Components pouches, it has a mix of all sorts of arcane ingredients that would be used in casting spells. I'm sure that you could find some honey.
Okay. Do you want to try some of this under your nose?
Sure, yeah. It's kind of sticky.
Then you can also have a little
Ooh, that's nice.
A little snack for you.
Is that cream?
So you guys all get saddled up and on your horses at this point. The sun is pretty close to setting. You imagine that by the time you get there, there might still be some light. It might be dark. It kind of depends on how quickly you ride. Carl, you are leading this expedition. Go ahead and give me a survival check, and that will determine.
Could I also pass out magic items for everyone so we can work on that? Sorry.
tuning.
Tuning.
Sure.
What do we have left?
I think we have a couple of rings, a couple of necklaces.
Do you want me to-
Can you let us know?
Yeah, I can tell you. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I keep thinking we just put the dice up there.
No, hey.
Could I try casting Identify?
So I've got the single glove. I
No,
doubles my second level spell. And now I have this.
Sorry. I got lost in the sauce here. I gotta go back. Okay, let me show you the items here. There is there's the sickle that I believe. Who has the sickle? I know Sunflower used to. I think he dropped it.
Yeah, I picked it up.
I think. Are you still wanting it, Sunflower? Do you want to give it to T?
Sunflower feels bad because the sickle is what cut her friend's neck in half. So no, Sunflower doesn't want it.
Okay, I'll take it.
She's got the knives, right?
Yeah, and you would know that actually wasn't your friend at this point.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Was the doppelganger. But
You're right.
yeah, there is the blue boar mask.
She's got that.
That's on you. There is the notebook with all the drawings in it. There is the Kyle had to go. He might be done for the night. There is the needle and letter that you guys had.
Needle and letter?
Yes, there was a letter that you opened up, and inside plopped out a needle.
Oh yeah.
You have the circle of the forge.
Wasn't that in my glove though?
It was in your glove.
Okay,
So
so I
you
still have
you
it.
still have that. You have the circle of forges book. You have what looks to be a pearl. You have a stone. You have some sort of amulet. That one has already been mostly figured out. There's a necklace. And there's, it looks like 2 rings.
I have one of the rings.
You have one of the rings, okay.
Yeah, the double second level spells ring. Whatever that one's called.
Sorry,
So these are
ones that you guys haven't done.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
there's still 2
There's
rings.
still two.
There's another book that had the key in it that plopped out. There's another needle, and there is the bangle, the loop thing.
Bingo.
The bracelet?
Yeah, like it's like a loop bracelet thingy.
How many things? So, were the winged boots attunement?
Yes.
The single glove, was that attunement as well?
No.
Okay. And the ring was attunement. Well, don't slip on the bangle.
Was the ring attunement? I think the ring was attunement.
I mean, it doubles my second level spells. I'm
I'm
assuming
pretty sure it's attunement.
it's gotta be attunement.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna slip on the ring, the loop here. It might take longer now that you guys are starting to get on the road again. Had this been done maybe during the short rest,
Yeah.
you guys could figure stuff out. But you're giving this up now. Anything else that wants to be divvied up real quick?
I
We have the loop.
I grabbed the last necklace.
You grab. There's 2 necklaces. There was an amulet and a necklace. I guess you're taking the necklace.
I'm taking. Does it look like a manly necklace?
No.
Then I wouldn't grab it. Is there like a manly looking ring?
Rings can kind of look.
Is it plain enough that like it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
There's 2 rings.
Okay, I'll grab one of the rings.
Even or odd.
Even.
Is the amulet manly?
Sure. It can be manly.
I'll take that amulet.
That's sweet.
Okay, I guess
It's
the
got like a big old jewel in it.
Yeah.
question, if it's a big old jewel, like maybe it's not as manly, but if it's just like, I don't know. I think
Is it a jewel that's like shaped like a skull or something?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? No, we're good.
Maybe we're just like. You have the boar mask. Oh, what? Another one?
Another one?
Are both rings taken right in one?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was one more necklace, right?
There was, and you do have detect magic, right?
I do.
So you'd be able to easily figure out if anything is magic or not magic.
I will detect magic.
So most everything gives off some sort of magic except for the 2 books don't. The notebook that had all the drawings in it and the Circle of the Forges book doesn't.
The other one does.
The other one does. As well as the boar mask has no magic to it.
Okay. Good to know.
I need it.
But I want to see, as we're kind of starting to ride, I'm going to try casting to see if I have identify.
Doesn't cast a spell.
I'm happy to get
I'll try number 2. I'll be kind of like casting it towards building.
Sure.
Can I try the ring?
Yeah, I'm giving up the maple.
You're giving him the bangle to you. Okay. Okay, cool. I will keep that in mind. Sorry, you asked to cast. Where are you at?
Number 2.
Number 2. You start. Let's see.
I know why.
As you cast this spell, you begin to hear the inner thoughts of Newman.
What's the inner thoughts of Newman?
You just turned to someone. Newman. No, what are they really? What are you thinking as you guys are starting to go on this journey?
I think you would take in the view of the valley and ponder on the feeling of the wind on his arms, but not on his face anymore. And then just be thankful for the pretty sky, and just also thinking about the horse, the breath, and how powerful the horse is, and
At this point, I would probably realizing, I think I'm detecting thoughts. I'm going to turn my detect thoughts to Harry, see what his thoughts are currently.
Can you just detect?
I'm pretty sure detect thoughts you can target.
Yeah, but I think that's per casting.
I don't think so. I think it's a time limit.
Can we cast it again?
I could cast it again.
Concentration up to 1 minute for you read certain creatures. When you cast a spell as an action, on each turn until you can focus your mind on any one creature you can see within 30 feet. Okay, yeah, you're good. So it lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to get a whole lot jumping between.
I'll do him, and then I have one more that I want to do.
Okay.
What do I get from Harry?
So Harry is looking at the magic book and is thinking, I wonder if that's a spell book of some kind. Oh man, I should have peed before we left. And he's like looking around. He doesn't want to say anything. He doesn't want to stop the group.
But I can tell he's starting to get a little uncomfy.
Yeah, I'm like, I can hold it. We'll make camp soon. No, we'll probably stop sometime soon.
So
Hey, how much longer do we have?
Roll a survival check. Did you roll a survival check?
Yeah, I got an 18.
18. You're making actually quick pace. You think you're going to get there right as the sun is down, right? So the moon is peering up, the sun's down. There's still kind of that very little afterglow after the sun has set and passed. But otherwise it's pretty dark by the time you'll get there. So you're probably about I don't know. At this point, we'll say you're just 30 minutes out. You guys have been moving pretty quick.
Okay, I can hold it. Maybe. It is dark. I wonder if anyone would see if I just went. No, of course not. No.
not Johnny.
I will. After that interesting, I would do something that I'd say. I know we're getting close, but it might not be bad to just take a break, a stretch in before we get in, just in case we run into trouble.
Oh, thank goodness.
You want to take a break?
Not maybe just 5 minutes, dismount, get ourselves stretched, just in case we run into trouble.
Why? I don't. You have an advantage if you're on a horse.
Yeah, but my legs are getting tired. Stinky Joe's a little stinky.
Well, I guess I don't have any. I guess fine. We can take a small break.
The last person I turned my detect thoughts to. I want to try to detect Talkus's thoughts in my head. So I'll turn it to myself.
You have to. It has to be someone you can see.
I can see myself.
But Talkus is not yourself.
Fair enough.
You try it, and as you try, it fades. There is no. There is no.
That's all good.
But as you guys start to you take a short pee break. For Harry there. Sunflower, while you were gone. Sorry. The child is angry. Sunflower, you were gone. They divvied up some more items from the bag. Was there anything that you wanted? There was a necklace that that Lenses picked up at first and then decided he did not want it. There's also other items.
I would like that necklace.
Okay. You snatch up that necklace. Great. I will keep that in mind. As you guys finish out the ride, Lenses, you do hear Talkus come into your mind. And he says, that sunset was really nice watching it as we were coming through the valley, don't you think?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. It got me thinking. So it sounds like we were like the heroes or something, based on that statue back from the town.
I mean, Swords, I hope to be a hero, but I really don't know who we are. But even if we weren't, the best of people, I think I want to try to be a hero, no matter who I was prior. I really liked helping, helping Mage find out more about his past and helping the lady get back to her home away from that crazy hag lady. It just makes me feel good.
Do you think we've saved them all?
Who's them?
Like, if we really are the heroes, like, do you think that we were able to save them all?
Everyone that we've ever helped?
Yeah, like, do you think there's anyone that we couldn't help?
Maybe. I most definitely think so. We're only 2 people. All we can do is just do what we can and hope that our actions lead others to maging and stand up and do what's right.
If there's a way to save everyone, do you think that we'd be able to find it one day?
Hopefully. The problem is, though, sometimes the things that you think people want to be saved from, maybe they don't want that. It comes down to, what are you saving them from? And sometimes, you think that the end will justify the means, but you can't keep your sanity and keep your humanity through it. Was it really worth it in the end? If you save everyone, but you damn yourself. Was that the wisest choice? Stomp it on.
I hope we can help this village, this town.
I can see the tower over there. And you guys, as you guys are coming up, it is dark at this. Like there is still light at this point, but it is fading fairly quickly. As the sun has set, the light is fading. But as you guys come over kind of this ridge, up kind of towards this, on this hill, you see this large, kind of black and stone tower that rises high and high into the sky. As you come up to it, you can see that it is surrounded by what looks to be some sort of wall, like a tall wall surrounding it that's encompassing it quite largely around. Carl, you never, when you had come with your adventuring party, you actually never made it quite this far. You had made it to where you could see the tower, but you never ran up, like got up to the tower. You had just seen the beast, and you had seen them retreat somehow back into this. They came back this way, and so I'm gonna snag a brown and rip that where the guy. So yeah, that's what you guys see as you guys are coming up on this tower here.
That's not ominous looking in the least, is it?
It is. I can help it. Nice.
So whatever we're facing is in there? Alright.
He's scared.
I think T is trying to talk to you.
Sorry, I was responding to a work email. My bad.
So whatever we're facing is in there?
I mean, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. We honestly didn't get this far last time. We ran into too many spiders.
Oh. So we're here because you think it's there. And we don't even know what it is.
I mean, this is where the tracks were leading us to. So.
Alright.
Whether I know what it is or not is no clue.
So, you guys find a spot to dismount off your horses. You can see that there's this tall wall that goes around the entire entrance. You do see what looks to be some sort of gate, maybe, on one side, on the side that you guys are approaching from.
Newman shall approach.
I think all of us are following, but
What are you approaching?
I want to take a perception check to see if we are being watched.
Make a perception check. Your character sheet's over there, by the way. Nice.
My perception is an 18.
18. You look around. You don't at this location where you're at. You don't seem to see anyone or anything watching you. You come up to this door, and it's a wooden door, and it has the words "Use other door" on it.
Is it 2 doors?
No, there's just one door. Does it have a what?
Arrow?
No.
If the monsters are trying.
Alright, and actually direct the mailman to where the door is.
You think they get mail?
Maybe.
They dear monster. Please don't take my cattle again. Alright. So we're going in this door, or we're using another door. Is the door even open? Gonna check and see if it's locked.
You touch the door and you take
And you take the other door.
You take bang.
16 points of I don't even know. Frankly, it's not of lightning damage.
Thunder.
Oh, isn't there lightning or thunder? Is it thunder?
There's both.
Okay,
There's both.
Okay, it'd be lightning.
Ooh.
Ooh, let's not use this door.
Oh, your eyebrows.
My eyebrows. They won't have a mirror.
Actually.
Go find the other door. What about trying to stick a gum to like shoot you?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch a challenge. What is everyone doing here?
We're finding the other door.
You're finding the other door. Make a for those that are trying to find this door. I'm gonna make a investigation check. When does Tully get off work, Tori? 9.
Yeah, that one.
Nice.
I got a 15.
15. Okay. 8.
Ace is rolling.
Perception, you said?
I think I said investigation.
You said
But perception can work. Oh, did I say perception?
No, you said investigation. Can I use perception?
I'd rather do investigation anyways.
Let's just keep it investigation because you guys are looking for this.
23.
23. As you guys look around, and actually with a 23, you begin walking around the northern side of this wall, and you can see that there are blood stains that are sunken into the grass, as if something's been dragged through here, and you can see that there's blood over one section of the wall. And you kind of follow it, and you can see that as you look up following this wall, you kind of peer at the tower, and up high above, there is a hole, kind of a large hole in the wall. And at this point, it's very dark, but for just a split second, you see something kind of shift and move from that hole. Something large. Very large. And as you guys kind of all begin encircling around this large wall, you eventually come to the western entrance. And on the western entrance, there is a large bowl knocker on this gate.
Someone else's turn to try the door.
I'll try the door. I think. Does it just open? I don't want to knock and like. I want to try to like sneak in.
You're trying to sneak past in through the door, or how are you? What are you trying to do here?
Yeah, I think we should all, because I don't want to knock and be like, "Hey, we're here."
Yeah.
You know, I don't want a big scary thing to come and answer the door.
Yeah.
I'd rather just kind of like creak it open, except not creak. I'll spray some WD-40 on the hinges first.
Yeah.
Open up the door, and so we can all just go.
Yeah, you try the door, and it's actually locked. And you hear a voice that says, "Not today, thank you."
Oh. Who's in there?
Are you asking the door?
No, I'll turn around to what's his name, Carl,
Carl.
and I'll say, "Do you recognize that voice? What's going on?"
No, I don't recognize it. There are rumors of some type of medicine man that's lived here longer than anybody in the village can remember. There generally is a gentleman who comes by about once a week and will bring food up here, but I haven't seen him in a week or two. So
I'll turn back to the door and say, "Are you the medicine man?"
Not today, thank you.
Are you an actual person?
Not today, thank you.
Can we just have we need shelter, please.
Not today, thank you.
I think it's
Yeah, is it like the same intonation every time?
It's the same intonation every time. How many times have you said? Okay, just keep in track.
I don't think.
So was it locked?
Yeah, can anyone pick it?
Someone can definitely try and pick it.
When I ask
mean-
that, it says, "Not today, thank you."
Not. You know, you turn to the party and it doesn't respond because you didn't ask it a question.
Okay.
Newman, why don't you give this one a shot? You
I,
did make a beautiful garden.
that's true. Okay. I'll try to pick the lock.
Do you have anything to pick it with?
Fingernail.
Your fingernail.
I've got it.
You can definitely try. I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand with disadvantage, please.
What about that one? That 20?
Disadvantage.
I need a scribbler. Yeah. And a mechanical pencil.
I just do it for my finger.
Sure. I want that. I want to do this. That is a 23.
23.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
You hear it go, not today, thank you. But as you do that, you're able to, even with just your fingernail, or whether it's your fingernail, or whether you somehow fill the key of this door, key, it swings open, as you're able to pick this lock.
Newman would think to himself, oh, this is faith coming out. I need to clip my nails. That is gross.
And the door is now open.
All right, good job, Newman. I'm still gonna let someone else open that door. Francis.
Well, the door is open,
Oh.
right?
Oh, right.
So-
I thought you just kind of unlocked it and we had.
No, she unlocked it and she kind of swung it open.
Someone with good armor.
What's it smell like?
Well, that's a good question.
Smells better than
Smells like the same air that it has. You guys aren't in the tower yet. This is just the gate that leads into like the courtyard area. It's just a grassy courtyard. There's plants. There's trees. There's even like some water features.
he takes care of his yard.
It looks a little grown,
His nature way.
but yeah.
well, are we going in or?
You first.
Probably not him first.
All right, whatever. I'm going. Let's go.
It's a wife. Family.
Carl, you walk in through the gate.
Good
Oh,
point.
family, that is.
You walk in through the gate, and like I said before, what you see is you see there is a little path that kind of follows through this area, as well as there's trees, there's what looks to be some vegetation and little water features, but it's just a courtyard as far as you can see. You walk in through the gate and nothing happens.
Yeah, Carl, turn around and just, for being people who are kind of strong, you guys are really scared. Let's go.
She's gonna kind of whisper under her breath, I don't even know if I'm a hero. Like, I don't know who says I do these kind of things. Anyways, she'll follow it.
Would it be like, are we close enough that Carl hears?
Well, that's a good question.
Were you? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he would have been able to hear that? Was it kind of just under your breath that like everyone could have heard it? Like you weren't trying to hide anything, or was it just?
I mean, I'm assuming like he's past the door and we're kind of gathered around the door, and so it was like just for like us little gathered, like so it was really low. Like I don't even know who I am. Like
You can make an insight check then, if that's the case. Then
so maybe like the two people beside me could probably have heard. But yes, make an inside check.
All right.
Do I contend that with something?
Yeah, Carl keeps walking.
Carl walks in.
I think we're all following.
You guys all come in through the gate.
Mhm.
You guys are now in the courtyard.
I make a perception check to see if we see any more of like the blood or that kind of stuff you were describing earlier, like somebody
Sure.
took a drug or.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a perception check for me.
A 14.
14. It's not super hard because Lenses had pointed out where over this section of wall that this blood had been drugged. So you guys go over towards that section. You guys see almost this path of blood that leads from the wall and kind of around the tower. I imagine you guys follow it.
Sure.
And it leads to what looks to be some sort of entrance here.
Can I like stick my finger into it and taste some of the blood and see if I can tell what kind of blood it is?
Sure.
Investigation.
I feel like that's a survival check to know.
Sure.
Poison.
I mean, survival, investigation.
I think he might gag a little bit.
I would.
14.
At this point, it's been at least almost a day since this one was. It's hard to. It's more dry than wet. It's hard to tell.
I'd get some water and swish it around and spit out.
Get some water, you switch it around and spit it out.
You're a disgusting man, Lens.
I mean,
Good.
Does that do
You
anything
have
to
good
me?
looks.
It's. Kyle keeps dropping in and out.
No,
It's
he's gone.
okay. He's gone.
Yeah. He was.
It's fairly dry at this point. It's not
Okay, but the act of him
right.
licking the blood doesn't trigger anything.
I don't think so.
Just want to check.
I don't know if I want to try.
As you are at this entrance, you see that there is what looks to be some sort of button here, as well as there's some sort of flap that is hinged at the top.
How big's the flap?
So it looks like a cargo flap. Or like this would be some place to go to bring like trade. Like does that make sense?
Yeah.
So is it the kind of flap that like you could like prop open with a stick and like
Mhm.
converse through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the most secure of perimeters, but that's okay. So does the blood lead to that flap?
Mm-hmm. It leads into it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the look of this.
And while you guys had walked around, you did see there was another entrance as well.
What does the other entrance look like?
A door. A large door.
Was it the door that we even tried earlier?
No, because that was through the gate.
Oh, the gate,
wall.
right, okay.
This is the tower.
Okay.
You are at the tower.
Yes,
That's
sorry.
it. As it towers up and up and up and up.
Okay, so there's a door
As it's towering.
and a flap.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Could I try casting a spell? Just seeing if I can detect any presences nearby. My goal, I'll be casting it towards the flap.
Sure. We just picking a random spell.
Picking a random spell.
Okay. Picking a random spell.
We'll do 4.
Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't really get anything. Yeah, I don't think that you get anything. Sorry.
That's all right. Do I notice anything wrong with my mouth after tasting the blood because of the spell I cast? Did I get some sort of?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Oh,
That'd be funny though.
I detected poison and disease.
Love it. Assuming there's like no animals around.
Nope, it's silent here.
Okay.
Like as you guys have approached the tower, like birds that you have heard coming up, just silent after a certain point. Now it could be because it's night now.
Oh, that's true.
Or
What else?
Just
Well, So okay, here's the question: are we going in guns a-blazing? Sorry, no. Are we going in swords a-blazing? Oh, sorry.
well, he has a gun.
Gun blazing.
Oh, you're right. He has a gun, but do I know it's called a gun? Okay, are we going in weapons a-blazing, or are we trying to sneak around? Like, what's our method of attack here? Because if we're worried about what's inside, no one's heard from this medicine man, and
Most
blood
likely
is
a
leading in
large
here.
spider.
Why don't we just set the whole thing ablaze and be done with it?
What if the guy was trapped in there though?
She's gonna gesture
probably
for
dead
blood,
by
like, if this is
He might be
Was
dead.
that maybe. Sometimes they like to keep their prey alive and suck the juices out. Get kind of crispy before they eat them. You might still be alive.
all right. So no. Okay, so no torching, but are we still going in like here we are, or are we naked?
say sneak. Keep the element of surprise.
Alrighty then.
I feel like that's not a bad route to take.
Sorry. What are you guys doing? Are you going?
I think we're going to go in here, but we're going to sneak. If that I understood
I
correctly.
am going to pass without a trace
Great.
on the group.
Ooh. So as long as you guys are within, I think, 30 feet of
Yes.
T,
Oh, wait.
you guys can add 10 to your stealth checks moving forward.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus dexterity
Mhm.
checks. That can't
So everyone make a stealth check for me.
be the traces of this passage. Do they have to stay within 30 feet of me?
They do
Okay.
to keep the bonus.
Okay.
Because concentration, so if they leave that area,
Oh, okay.
it would think.
Okay.
So,
Alright, we're making stealth checks.
yes. This will be a group stealth check.
And add
We add
plus 12 to your
into our roll.
Yep.
All right.
That's what Trace is such a sweet spot.
I got a 24.
24. 24. Lenses, what'd you get?
I got a 35.
30. Woo!
Oh, I don't know myself. Is.
T?
I got 16.
I got 6 plus 2. That's 8 plus 10 is 18.
18. Great. Yeah, you guys, you cast a spell and you watch as it seems that the shadows seem to cling to you a little bit more. You seem that the rustling that your footsteps would leave when you step in the grass there's no longer sound left behind as you step and move through this area. And you guys are well hidden.
Mm.
Okay. So we proceed into the tower.
I
Right?
think we'd stay fairly close together, all traveling as a unit.
What's the order that you guys are going on?
T's in the middle.
Do we have any rope by chance?
Rope. Yeah, I got rope.
You got some rope, Carl?
We probably have some rope.
I'm a little nervous. You said that someone got pulled up a tree earlier. Let's tie each other together. So if we get pulled, at least we all are
We want to
aware.
get pulled into the tree.
I'd rather be pulled with everyone than by myself.
Yes. All right.
Are you guys good with that plan?
I'm gonna hold out my bow. If we have to fight, I'm not gonna be much of use if I'm tied to you.
Well, we're not going to be tied close. I was thinking you just loop it through like a belt strap, and we have some pull, some leeway. But how much rope you got? Like 50 feet?
About that, yeah.
I think we can just space out like 10 feet at a time. Should give it still a little bit of room.
Okay. Work with me.
Great. You guys tie the rope together. Go ahead and roll investigation check.
It's a 3.
So 3.
You don't seem to see any traps. You're more enthralled with the mask. You guys open this kind of swing door. It's like a swing door, like a hinged swing door, right? And it's pitch black in there.
I don't remember if we decided I had vision or not.
That what it says I do. I know I do.
I think most people have dark vision except for Carl. I think T should have dark vision. I believe. Sunflower doesn't have dark vision.
She has the goggles though.
She does have the goggles. But yeah, what's your guys' marching order?
T is in the middle because everybody has to be in range.
Sure. Who's going first?
I would like to be second to middle if possible because I'm squishy.
Okay.
Let's send the guy with the big armor first.
There's 3 guys.
Let's put mage at the front.
You put mage at the front.
Mage at the front.
Uh,
All right.
Mage, you have dark vision, right?
He has 2 shields.
He does have a shield.
I'll go to the very back, so that way the other like bookends.
Yeah.
And that way I can shoot if something comes at the front.
Sure.
Man, I wish Tori was here though. I might need to. Oh no, where's her thing? Great. Mage will say, very well. I will go first. She steps into the darkness And I really need her here because she needs to make a save.
Uh,
I'll roll it for her. What does her thing? Oh wow, she has no. Okay. Oh, but she does have a bonus.
+4.
+4. And I feel like this would maybe be an advantage just based off of how you guys prepped. So. I think she got. Well, wait, she's here. Do you want to roll? A dexterity saving
We
throw?
put you at the front of the group.
Yeah,
Sorry.
being first.
You have the
roll
biggest armor.
advantage.
12.
12 and
Is it 12?
it's a good thing it's with advantage. As she steps forward, can you what? What do you need?
He has a rash covering his whole body. And it's getting
Is it getting more rashy?
yeah.
Let me see.
Not on the camera. You have to come over here.
Hold on, guys. My son has a rash. 1 second. Is it getting worse? 1 second, guys.
It's all good. Take care of your baby. Family's important.
Brandon. You seem to be concentrating pretty hard. It's working on it.
And then it's
You already know, baby.
Yo, is that? Are you planning on something for our next
get him to bed.
in-person session?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'll keep it quiet.
I just found these in my neighbor's trash, you know,
How many babies?
You gotta do something.
Baby, what?
of foam. And I was like, might as well.
Yeah, do something.
Do what my dad said.
That's awesome.
Oh,
A
really?
little bit of Benadryl and just watch him. Unless, you know,
Yo. Chase.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's.
So you kind of know what's happening with Elia, right? Right?
I think I have a fairly good idea what's happening with Elia.
did you get it older?
Whoa!
What do you think?
This is my book I got for it.
Whoa!
That's what you think?
Want to see the next part?
Disappeared.
That's fun.
So it's this, right? And it's got like the old timey papers,
Yeah, rough.
That's sick. I want one.
and
Although I
then
never write in it.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
It's precious.
It has like.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Oh,
I'm
Sorry
excited.
about that, guys. Close on him and see if he'll go down for a nap. Go down for bed, I guess. It's getting that point. So Mage steps forward, and all of a sudden, you guys feel his weight. This heavy plated. Oh, she has disadvantage, so it'd be a straight roll because of heavy armor.
is it dexterity save? I don't think you have disadvantage on dexterity saves. It's stealth checks.
Yeah, stealth checks.
Yeah.
Regardless, he begins to lean, like takes a step, and all of a sudden it leans forward. All of you guys are like pushed forward, but luckily you guys have some other larger characters in your guys' party, and you guys stop Mage from falling any further. As
Save me.
as you guys save him, and he takes a step forward, and there's a step.
Like there's like a he was about to fall, and then there's just a now step.
He was about to fall down some steps.
Oh, okay.
With how dark it is, it's hard.
He just couldn't see the first
Couldn't
step.
see the first step.
It's that
It's that dark.
that like life
Yeah,
threatening like
takes a step. And now that you guys are all are aware of it, he'll call out, there's a step here.
There is a step.
And he'll begin walking forward. Maybe it's best if someone else were to go first.
I don't think we want to retie.
just reversal.
Let's reverse over. Frank, I don't want to go first.
You begin heading first. All right. I'm gonna figure out where this takes us. Hold on. I gotta jump to this area.
We'd probably just then switch mage and Newman then.
Yeah, that's right. All right, you guys land here. Oh, you guys land right here, right? Okay. As you guys come to this bottom area, in this basement, there is ahead of you. There's two doorways, one to the left and one to the right. The one to the right has been smashed in.
Well, I think the right one is probably our most likely bet to find them. Should we check the left just so we don't get flanked?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Newman, it's your choice. You're at the front. But
That is a good point. I'm fine with that.
What are you checking the left door? Is that what you said?
Definitely. I still
Yes.
have my finger picking lock fingers.
Yes.
really
Lock
nasty.
picking finger.
Really nasty long finger. All right. You go and you try the door and it doesn't budge.
No one talks though. Is there a keyhole?
There is.
Try it.
Sure.
Sleight of hand correct.
Mhm.
That is a dirty 20.
30-20. As you try this door, you notice that it is rusted shut. That you try to get this lock and it's so rusted that it's not going to budge. Even the hinges are rusted. Seems like this door may be fairly well stuck.
It's a pretty stuck door. It may need a good push. If we're really determined to go this way.
I'd say, well,
It may also cause a lot of ruckus.
Wait, did the blood come down yet? Is that what we're following?
Well, you guys have no light. Down
So, like,
here.
outside.
Yeah.
See the blood.
You did see the blood. Now you guys have disadvantage on perception checks with no light, and you also can't see color, but you can see there is a different texture that leads in through like the smashed door.
All right. Now's probably not the time to chance another spell.
I have an idea.
To
T,
cast some light or something? Yes.
do you think you could... That's a bad idea now that I realize it, but my character wouldn't know that. Do you think you could follow the trail of the blood through smell? As a druid? You could maybe turn into a dog? But there's things that Newt doesn't know.
How long do I get to transform for? I forget.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
So
5 hours?
5 hours.
And okay, is there like a giant wolf
Oh yeah.
that
And
is a level that I can
level. I believe so. I believe so. Let's see here. It might be considered a monster. We need to double check if it's a monster or if it's a beast. Because large beast. Challenge rating 1, direwolf. Totally.
Okay, let me look up the stats for that.
Everything totally transforms. They're considered a large beast, so I believe those are.
Keen hearing it's
Yeah, that was.
checks. Okay. All right. I am going to untie myself
Okay.
from the group and move to the front before I change into a dire wolf.
Great. You change into a dire wolf. For those that can see, now, remind you, there are several members of your party that are completely blind in here.
Yeah.
And I believe Carl is one of them
Yep.
right now.
Does she make like transformer sounds?
And so is Sunflower, but they're kind of in the middle of the group tied to people. They're kind of trusting the rope right now.
Can I hold concentration on a spell and wild shape?
You can.
Okay.
Because they are different.
Okay. Good.
For those that can see, you transform into this wolf, and I'd say it looks very similar to the statue that had been there.
Although I can't see myself, so
You can't see yourself, but yeah. As you transform, you step into what looks to be a kitchen. And you can see that, and you can smell it now even more, that the blood it turns a corner and leads into another room around the corner.
Okay.
You can see that this door had been smashed in. There's a sink. There's a worktop. It looks like there is some sort of let's see, fire area that was here at one point. There's pots and pans kind of upturned and scattered about. You can see. And with now being lower to the ground, I'll give you this. You can see that there's been like flour or something spilled, and you can see these like hoof tracks. They look like a spider, similar build, right? They're like little, but they're large.
I cannot speak in animal form.
Cannot speak in animal form.
I am going to.
There's also another door, I believe, on the other side of this room. So there's two doors. So when you walk in, there's a door ahead of you and a door right to the right of you that it looks like curves in, and that's where the blood was falling.
I'm going to like turn my head around, and you know the look that like dogs give you when like they want something, you know, like off with my dog, you know, when he wants to go outside, he looks at you, you know, and then just gonna kind of like jerk my head towards where the blood goes, and I'm gonna lead on.
Okay. I guess we'll follow. Is there a way to like tie the rope back onto her now that she's a wolf?
Someone can hold on to my tail. Oh, I can't take
There
it
would
though.
be a way, but she is a large beast now.
Yeah.
So a little bit more
Like, hold on
space.
her tail, like wag it in front of you, or whoever's in front. Anyway, she'll just kind of like waggle it at your hand.
The door that has the blood that leads to it's slightly ajar.
Okay.
So, you come into this room, and this room you come into this room, there is definitely a smell of more recent blood. Like whatever is in here has been. It's been in here. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out. It definitely smells more like recent blood. I need you to make the save.
I was waiting for that. All right. What kind of a save was that? Or do I just?
I think it was just a straight wisdom, right? I remember. I remember.
I think mage is within.
Is that a saving throw or just a check?
It's a saving throw.
Okay.
Would mage be in range for her bonus?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm in range for bonus.
Major
Okay.
Plus 4 to that.
+4 to that.
And like,
Okay.
oh
And you said it was a wisdom saving throw. Okay. That's an 18.
What?
18.
18.
Wait, no. That's a 17. So I rolled a 4, I have a +9, and then plus the other 4.
Cool.
Okay.
17. You come into this room and it hits you like a brick. There is something feral within you that begins to take over. And you have this lust for blood that you're just I have to have it. I need it. And as you turn into this room, you can see where is it? You don't even notice any of the surroundings in this room. All you see is at the other side of this room there is a large beast of some kind that had been taken and drug in here and has been being eaten on. Still blood from it. As well as you see what looks to be like some sort of spider kind of looking thing kind of standing over top of it, eating its meal. I almost imagine with this sense of bloodlust, like you begin rushing forward.
So
You guys are she is large. Yeah, I feel like all of you should have to make a dexterity saving throw. DC would be like 12. Otherwise, you'll fall prone.
20.
Great, you're fine.
I'm the first one.
okay. So then does it? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Does it? Do I I jerk forward? Do they? No, I guess this is a question for you. Like I rush forward, you're jerked forward. Do you let go of my tail, or are you holding on? Because that was
Well, I got
quite a bit.
I got nat 20, so out of
You just let go.
You jump on top of Tia and start to battle. I don't see why not.
and 10 to people.
I get.
There was enough length between you guys to probably be able to get on top of it, but literally everyone else behind you is.
But I'll take it and okay.
I feel like for everyone past Newman, the DC is raised by 2.
I just
So
imagine you get
so,
yanked forward and your feet come up over
Which
your
is everyone.
everyone else, no, like each person, it's 2. Whoever's in the back, it has like the highest.
That's
one.
me.
So remind me the order. So Newman, your DC was 12. So whoever's next to Newman
Mage
is
was
going to be 14, 16, and I believe you will be an 18. Oh wait, because Mage is somewhere in there, right?
Mage, then Harry, then Carl,
And then you.
and
Okay, so
then
you have a DC of 20.
Sunflower.
Oh, sunflower. Okay, so 22. Otherwise, you'll fall prone. As you guys are all pulled into this room, and right after he finishes this roll, we'll roll initiative.
Okay.
I got 21.
I gotta roll for Mage. Mage is fine. She stays up. She jumps forward. She just skids forward. What everyone else get?
I got a 16. Which I
Were
think
you
should
up
be
to
enough
date?
for where I am.
I think you're good.
That's right.
Oh, I gotta roll for Sunflower, huh?
Yes, 20.
Sunflower. What does Sunflower have? I don't know what her bonus is.
+5.
It's probably a big old number.
And I think she'd have proficiency, so I assume 9.
Yeah, I'd assume 9.
Well, she doesn't get it with a 9. She'll fall prone.
I fall on top of Sunflower.
Carl, did you fall prone?
I did not. I got a 24.
Okay, you're good. Most everyone it followed the line pretty dang well. Everyone was able to stay on top of it until the very end. It just you guys were coming in through the door, so like you hit the door coming in.
Yeah, there's no skidding. There's
like slamming into the door and falling prone. You guys are prone, and we're gonna roll initiative real quick. We don't need a battle map for this one. There's only one in here.
Okay.
And
I'm curious if I was in tiefling form and the bloodlust is taken over, would I just go for it, or would I transform and then go for it? Okay, you didn't have a plan.
Maybe I did have a
Maybe you
plan,
did.
but
Maybe
you
you
weren't transformed.
Oh, okay. Yep.
They taste so nice.
I gotta find where's my little there it is. Okay. 15.
There's a damage this time,
Okay, cool.
guys. Now I have a warrior. Blood.
I'm not gonna roll for major sunflower just because I don't think we'll need it. Yeah, this will be pretty quick, I think.
Let me pull up my stats for wolfness.
Okay. What did everyone get? 25 to 20.
23.
23. 20 to 15.
18.
18.
I got 16.
16. Okay.
15.
15. Okay. That means I fall in after who got 18? And then who got Carl, I think you were the last you'd be the last one here. What'd you get?
I got a 9.
9. Okay, great. You're prone.
Prone. As I get prone because of something had yanked at me, I'm going to try to cast a spell so that way I can kind of get the sense of like what's going on around me.
Sure. Let me see how how big is the rope again? 50 feet?
50 feet. But, they had to get knotted for
They have to be
people.
knotted, so it would be like 30 or 40 feet? I don't know. Okay. This chamber is about 60 to 70 feet big. Right? So it's a larger room here. And you're at the tail end here. You do have dark vision, but how far can you see in dark vision?
60 feet.
60 feet. Do you have disadvantage on attacks and things?
I
don't know.
I don't-
how that works.
If I can't see it, then I'd have disadvantage. But if I can see it, I can shoot it. It's not like I'm making a perception check. I can still shoot at like a shape.
Sure. Go for it.
Well, I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay. What spell are you casting?
I'm just trying to. I'm surprised, and I thought like maybe the pulling was because something grabbed someone at the front.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is like, I need to figure out what creature this is, where it's at. Maybe are there more around us? So I'm going to cast number 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. It doesn't help you.
Nice. I am hidden though.
You are hidden from things that. Let me see how that spell works, because that could affect some things.
I casted non-detection on myself.
Oh.
Just working through them.
Cast a divination. Okay, so you're just immune to any divination things. Cool.
No one's divining on me. Right
No one's divining on you right now. Right? If they were, it's a concentration, so it's 8 hours. Oh, it's not concentration. It's just 8 hours.
So keep that in mind. 8 hours. No one's detecting this guy.
Only you. Great.
Does
That affect what?
the voice in his head?
Who knows? I believe it was. What'd you get? You got 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
You're right. T.
Okay. So, with Newman on my back,
Yeah.
does that impede my? I mean, if I'm 50 feet, of
You're a large creature. You're fine.
dragging Newman with me. And if he
Will you?
moves, I guess. Yes.
Oh
no?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have stood up, by the way, as well with my turn. Is that okay? I can also still say.
Specified, that's okay. You totally can. And this thing is actually.
How many feet away?
What?
How many feet away is it? Am I impeded?
You can get there
Okay.
on your turn.
Cool.
You can get there. I'm not worried about it. It's small.
Okay,
It's
so
about the size of. No, it's a small creep monstrosity.
clarification.
Yeah.
Is the bloodlust driving me towards the kill or towards the thing eating the kill?
Eating the kill.
Okay.
Like, there could be a case to make that you would go for the kill, but right now, like, you smell the blood, like, you're going for the beast that is, like, I feel like
I'm printing.
You're
Going on, go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I will rush up to it, and I am going to use my bite attack.
Do it.
Just gonna rip into this thing. All right.
Rip into this thing.
Okay. Let's see. This one. Not 20.
Great. How do you want to do this? I don't. You don't even like. You're good.
So I imagine you said it's a small creature.
It is a small
You
creature.
can have a roll damage.
So-
You can sure you can still roll damage. So what's it say for the wolf?
What?
What's it say for the wolf for damage?
It's 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. Add 2d4 on top of that.
Whoa!
Okay.
Well, so that would be 44 and 46.
No,
Because she net
just 2d4. I already added the extra one for the nat 20.
Yeah, but rolls 2d6 for the wolf's attack anyway, so
Yeah.
it's 46.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's what I mean.
So 46 and then
And then what? 2d4?
2d4.
An extra d4 of the damage.
And on top of that plus 3, add your Constitution modifier
Oh, that's cool.
to the damage.
Oh, you might have to study.
23 damage?
Oh yeah, it's gone.
So I imagine I rush up and I sink my teeth into its main body and I just whip my head back and forth
Yeah.
and it just and I assume I proceed to eat it.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. I'd imagine so. Like this is an insectoid type creature. It doesn't taste super great. You like
Okay.
the kill was there, and you were expecting something, and like it is a set type of blood, but like not like blood in the traditional sense. But there is the thing on the ground, and after you rip this thing apart, you go into the thing on the ground, and you just start going into it. You can actually, if you want to, reveal number 10 on the thing.
Of course I want to.
So you don't have less than half your hit points, do you? You healed up during that
Yes, I
short
did.
rest, I imagine. Okay. Had you been damaged in any way? Actually, you still get something. So you would have regained hit points equal to the damage dealt by the bite.
Oh.
As well as you gain a bonus to the next ability check or attack roll you make. The bonus equals the piercing damage dealt by the bite.
Okay.
Interesting.
Say it again. So I regain.
You have number 10 on there, or can you not?
Damage?
Did it? Do I need to take a quick picture
Yes.
of this?
Yeah, a picture would be nice.
The piercing damage, is that the d4 that was rolled?
That'd be the D4.
Instead it's double.
But because she is also, I'm allowing this feature to work in her wild shape form. So if her wild shape has a bite attack and it does piercing,
It's the whole
that's
damage.
the whole damage.
So, like, the next ability check or attack roll, you would roll with a plus 26, or however much damage you
Yeah.
get. Is that how it works?
That's how I imagine it working, yeah.
Okay. So, basically, okay.
Okay, so the next
Typically it's only the 1d4, I believe, but since I'm allowing this to work in wild shape form, I think it would allow any of the other
That's up. That's up to you.
We'll try it out. If I feel like it's too strong, we may just pull it back to
Okay.
1d4. Is that okay?
Yep, sounds great. Okay, so you're sending
I'm
it
sending
to me,
it to you
right?
right now.
That
I'm
way I
sending
can.
it on to
And how much damage did I do? I
a
did
lot.
20.
You did a lot of damage. There you go.
27.
So, you know what's interesting is normally in your wild shit form, you have your body is wreathed in metallic, right? Metal. Your teeth are metal. That's why they shred things very. But as you rip into after you've ripped out this insectoid thing, you've ripped it apart. You see this beast on the ground. You're going in. No one would notice this because it is dark.
I'm on your back.
But you can't see into her mouth unless you're going to get real close. The metal recedes, and you have these sharp fangs that are out, and they're getting into that blood.
Wait, is it like a mouth inside a mouth?
No,
Like alien style?
no,
So-
more of just like
I would imagine the metal kind of peels back to
peels
reveal.
back to reveal.
Oh, so it's like basically this entire being, like creature's covered in metal. But if you look on the inside, it still has flesh and.
So normally
That
it has
Stewie center.
normally it has metal throughout, like kind of all of it, right? Even the teeth are metal, but in this moment, that metal is receding to allow for these like fangs to get into this flesh and
and the
blood
blood.
and
Do some slurpage.
slurp in the blood.
Slurpage.
You feel like as you get into this. Oh wait, by the way, combat's done.
Combat's over.
Combat's over. As you like are feeling this and getting into this, there's a sense of relief coming over you, and you're like almost euphoria as well of like finally, like it's been too long. Like, why have I been waiting? What was I doing?
Satisfying. I just keep going.
You just keep going. Yeah, you guys are in this room. It's dark. There had been some sort of insectoid thing there, but she ripped it and it is gone. And now she is just chowing down on some sort of beast.
I don't think that thing's cooked. Oh, it smells terrible in here.
Doesn't have the proper seasonings. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. That's this. Basic said I was weird for licking a little bit of blood and spitting it out.
Gee. Think you could stop now? Is it really necessary to consume this carcass as well?
Did she respond at all?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so it says I choose either or. I regain hit points or I get a bonus to my ability.
Okay, yeah.
You can empower yourself in one of the following.
Okay. I
I
don't think you've taken any damage unless you are still low. Are you still low?
mean, I took damage from the door, but I'm not below half. I'm like,
Well,
me.
you can still get it. You don't have to be below half for that thing. The half is you get advantage.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I'm debating, I'm not
Oh, you
super down,
Okay,
but like,
whatever.
let's see. Next ability check or attack roll you make.
As she's figuring that out, she is not responding to you, Newman. You're on top of her and she's chowing down. You're at this point you're starting to get a little worried that like what happens after she's done with this.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take the ability check or the attack roll. I'm assuming I'm mostly like drinking the blood.
Oh,
Yeah, so like I'm ripping into it and I'm soaking up all the blood, and then I'll move on to the next section and just ripping this thing to absolute
I think
shreds.
after like a little bit, like I try to help Newman kind of get T back like T, what are you doing?
Where's some of the smelly good? Smelly good. Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, shit. Like it smells good or something. Like, Lenses, give me your
I'm a vampire. This is my kill. I don't know what it's gonna take to bring me back, but somebody's pestering me. I'm a turn. I'm gonna growl.
I love it. I love it.
Like just turn and growl and glare, and then I'm gonna go back to my feasting.
We see the
Just a warning.
Elongate things.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Good response, buddy.
That's 10.
10. Wolves have sharp teeth. They're meant to rip and tear. I mean, without light, it would have been very hard to even tell a difference because there is no light to distinguish between the metal versus like natural teeth.
Sure.
Even had you gotten a higher roll, it would have been a very, very difficult thing to notice.
Sure. Okay. Well, then I would say
Give me your cologne. Give me your cologne.
maybe we should just let her do her thing, finish off. I'm a little nervous. Probably should hop down off of her.
We
Oh
don't
yeah, she's on my back.
know what she's gonna do when she's done.
Well, maybe let's get on the other side of the room and prepare for that. Just in case she turns on us.
We easy targets. At least one of us will be safe. That's me.
When she turn on you the fastest, because we
Are we all tied to her?
Nature.
What was that, Carl?
Aren't we all tied to her?
You guys are no. So I think you guys were just holding her tail. But you guys are all tied to each other.
to Newman.
Newman is
I'm
on
trying
my back.
Right, persuade Newman to
Literally.
get off T's back. Come
Well,
on.
you could all pull her. Pull him.
Or you could climb on her back and then she won't find you.
Am I? No, my sole focus is the.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm not understanding any of this. Nothing is. Oh, buddy, let's not mess with that. There we go.
You ready for bed, Hayes?
Come on, Newman. Just jump down, let her finish, and keep our distance.
Ugh. Fine. I still want some of your clothes.
Okay, I'll share. I don't have cologne. I'll share.
You pop off, and are you guys all just waiting in the same room, but just on the opposite side while she just is going at this?
Yeah, we'll just wait on the opposite side.
You wait on the opposite side. Now I'll ask you this: do you feel this was this beast that was here had been It's hard to tell if you guys would have known this, but I'll tell you this: it had been a Displacer Beast that had been killed and drugged in here. And they're pretty large. Do you think one of those would be enough to satiate enough to be able to come back to some sort of semblance of?
It depends. Am I satiating wolf size me, or am I satiating tiefling size me?
Probably okay. The wolf size it's more of just something that is around you. Like, yeah, you are still this big, large beast, but really you are. I don't know. That makes sense. I think it does.
Sure.
Wait, so the animal's like a mech suit?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, Joe.
Pretty much.
That's cool.
And then
Drink all the blood you want. If you have that feature, that's cool.
yeah, I think then if that's the case, then yeah, eventually I will slow. I will start feeling full and satiate. I'll start licking, my
my
lips.
See her on this corner.
I'll turn to Carl. She's never done this before, from what I know.
This is a first.
Carl can't see anything. He can just hear the sounds.
Just gonna kind of
I need to fall backwards.
at the end, just kind of shake my head and like kind of come back to myself. And still in wolf form, I just
Comes up.
I see the ravaged corpse on this side, and I can feel kind of the blood on my snout, whatever wolves have. And I turn and I see my party and Lori on the other side. Just oh no. Well, what just happened? Of course, no one can answer because I
Yeah.
just.
How do we lips spread?
Carl, do you think you would have prepared and brought like some torches or something to shed light on this area, or are you guys deciding to stay in the dark and continue to have no light and stuff?
I might have brought one or two with the anticipation of it was getting nighttime.
Okay. Do you think at this point you would use it? You've heard these noises. You haven't been able to see it. You were pulled, and you held your ground. You heard a large beast growling. You can hear the sounds of this like chewing and like blood and like visceral. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Like, and then it just kind of slows down and eventually stops. Like, and you haven't really heard anyone speak. You heard Newman and Lenses were talking. We're like, hey, get off! Like, come over here. And then it just went silent, and you just hear breathing like next to you, but like you can't see anything. It's pitch black in here.
Yeah, I would probably be like, all right, the heck with this stealth. It's obviously gone.
Yeah.
And
you pull out one of the torches and you light it. As it flickers for a second, you can see the shiny metallic wolf in front of you, and you've actually seen something similar from a statue in town. The spark hits, it sparks again, and then the flame flickers alive on this torch, and you just see this scene of just this metallic beast has dripping blood down its snout and its mouth. And that's like the first scene that you see, and we're gonna have a break real quick here for like 5 minutes so I can grab something to eat real quick.
Okay.
But that's what you see when you get the light on. All the light comes up around all of you guys, and you can see this room as clear as day.
Roxy!
We're gonna go to play.
Apparently, that's my name, Roxy.
Go to play.
Roxy.
And so I just pull up the album and I say, all right, where is, you know? So it works great. I'm happy with it that way.
That's awesome.
My quesadilla is still cooking, so I'm gonna be kind of moving it in back and forth so it doesn't burn. But we're gonna go ahead and jump back into it. So, Tori, we're jumping back into it.
I need to be done by 9:30.
Yes. Yep. That's the plan. Yep. That's the plan. So yeah. So the torch comes up, and that's the scene that is before you. You guys are all tied up. Yeah, it's on. And yeah, that's what you guys see. As you guys peer into this room, besides seeing that mess in front of you, you can see what looks to be a line of bells on the northeastern wall, attached to... Oh, no, that's for me to know. they're attached to like different strings that run up through different areas of this area. You see a polished table with chairs. You see 2 cabinets stand against the wall. Yeah, that's kind of what you see, and then you see this big bloody mess, bloody lump. There's one of the heads of a Displacer Beast. Do Displacer Beasts have more than one head? No, they just have one head. They have more than one tail, though, but it's all just...
You mean their suction cup
things, yeah. Those are, like, destroyed, gone.
I think
T, are you back?
he would she's gonna heave a huge sigh and will flick a like a you know, kind of a shaky, maybe not a sigh, but like a shaky breathe in, breathe out, and she's just kind of realizing what kind of happened. She's gonna drop her wild shape. She's gonna kind of sink to the floor. She's gonna put her hand to head. What kind of a monster am I?
Couldn't get through to you. You just, well, you looked really hungry.
Yeah. I felt pretty hungry.
You feel better?
Yeah. I didn't attack anybody, did I?
Not one of us. You didn't seem to like us, though. We tried to snap you out for a second. You just growled at us. Let us know. Let you finish.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Did I cast Detect Poison and Disease and see if she has any diseases? Sure. I'd do that. Maybe she's got like rabies or something.
I
Classic.
don't think it has any diseases.
I'll just check everyone else. No one else here got diseases? Does Carl have gout?
Nope, no
Carl's
gout.
got some diabetes coming.
Yep, he does got some diabetes.
Harry's got rock joint real bad.
No, dude. Those freaking wolves. They just attack while you're walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, minus 25% of your weapon damage. It's the worst. No diseases around here.
I mean, there's rats that have diseases, but they're dead. So you probably see diseases like germs.
Well,
all of a sudden, you can see germs.
Maybe I should read what Detect Poison Disease does.
read what it does.
So that way, that way we know what we're actually getting into. Concentration for 10 minutes. For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. And then it has the divination barrier things that, no one wants to. Do I detect any poison from the spider creature?
Let me check that, actually, because that might be important. How big? Okay, that 30 feet. Okay.
Is there really any spider left?
It's like a poisonous smear.
You know what? I think does that one have? It does. Yeah. There's a kind of poison to this creature.
What kind of poisonous creature as I identify it?
This is a Kikimore worker.
Kikimore worker. You guys, I think this is a Kikimore worker. I have no idea what that means. But my spell tells me.
Have you ever heard of that before?
I don't think so.
Have I heard of that before? I just know it.
Well, that's how spells work.
What kind of poison does it? What does the poison do?
I don't think it tells you what it does. It just tells you what the poison is.
It says what kind of poison. So
Yeah, you can identify the kind. It just says virulent venom.
virulent venom.
But I don't think it tells you what it does. You identify it. If you argue, I mean, I don't know, what do you...
No, that's fine. I get that. I'm just trying to decide if
Because I could be persuaded to tell you what it does, but I just don't think you would get on.
Could I do a history check to know what virulent poison does?
I don't think in this case a history check would help you. I don't think that there's anything that would really help you in this moment.
Okay.
And that's just me being honest. But you did identify what the creature is, so that's good. You don't know anything else about the creature, though. Are you looking things up, Chase?
I'm just seeing what Reddit says about if it tells you the effects of a poison.
You guys
Well,
are.
we can come back.
I'm doing this on my own.
Okay. Yeah, and then there is another doorway on the end at the end of this room that keeps going. Mage, you missed it, but
What happened?
you've been listening. Okay.
No, I said what happened.
T went feral.
Oh no, I did hear that part. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was scary. We were all in the corner, like.
So, Dad's gonna burn me at the stake or something? Protect yourselves? Make it so I don't hurt nobody?
Did you mean to do that?
No.
Then it's all right.
What do you mean it's alright?
Yeah, just don't do that again. That was so scary.
But I don't know if I can control it.
Just don't turn into a wolf again. Maybe small animals, rabbits, frogs, not poisonous snakes, chipmunks, small spiders, non-venomous, puppies, dogs, smaller dogs, smaller cats, birds, large birds, certain kinds of fish, certain kinds of insects. We mentioned spiders, but also maybe flying insects, grasshoppers, rabbits, little chickens, little ducks, different types of waterfowl.
So y'all should say y'all. As not boss.
Yo. Speaking of wolf, and it changed her accent. She changed. And unlocked that vicious part of her. That just I use speak sweet tea and everything language.
So you guys are just chill with it?
I'm not chill with that. That was scary. Just don't do it again.
But you're not like kicking me out of the party.
I mean, I don't think so. You didn't turn on any of us, and I think,
Yeah, but I didn't have control.
well, like you said, you seemed pretty hungry. You think maybe if you self-medicate?
It wasn't the flesh I was after.
Oh, was it the thrill? Look, T, we've been through a full day with you, and you haven't killed any one of us yet. We don't have a premise to kick you out of, our group just because you do something creepy. I mean, look at Harry, he's just standing there.
What?
That's kind of. I'm just standing here too. We sometimes they're a little creepy.
I was gonna say that maybe I'm iron deficient, but
That wouldn't even work.
Not anymore.
that wouldn't be a common knowledge thing. So
I gotta take your vitamins, man.
I'm iron deficient. No. Are you supposed to know if you're a vampire?
Whoa.
Oh,
Am I like undead or something? Does anyone have a mirror?
we haven't.
You can definitely find, like, back in the other room, there was a kitchen with silverware and, like, pots and pans. You could find something metallic that you could buff up real quick. Especially with the light from Carl. You can see yourself.
I can see myself. Well,
Must not be a full vampire then. Is it the blood?
yeah. So I think as long as none of you guys start bleeding, I think I'll be okay. But we are, saving lives, so
Well,
blood is kind of a given.
I wouldn't say that. We don't know who we are, but I don't know. It is kind of freaky. But you've probably had this for a while, and we all, I don't know, you haven't killed any of us yet. Is this something, are we having like a AA meeting, confession, group confession?
No,
Who'd you kill?
you were there.
Oh yeah, I was. That was right after you made your garden.
All right. I guess nobody has any objections.
We'll just.
Carl, you good with this?
I'll make you a nice garlic omelet.
This is your guys'. You guys are all weird. That's all I gotta say.
Just gonna lean kind of over to me. Like, I would also like a garlic omelet. If you're making them. And there's enough.
All right. Let's go. Let's. Someone else lead. It's not my turn anymore.
It was my turn.
You got this, Newman?
Yes.
All right.
Lead on.
Tie each other back up. We got some light now. I guess we're not really sneaking.
I would probably say that I lost concentration on that trace anyways. So
Yes, yes.
You move through the next door, and there, ahead of you, it comes to like a T. There's a door on there's a T on. There's a door on the right when you first enter into this door. Enter into this set of doors into this hallway. There's a door on the right, and then it comes to a T, and you can see there's multiple doors along this wall.
I think we just kind of poke our head in, see if we notice anything.
Yeah. So, as you kind of look through these, you notice one of these rooms is bigger than the others. It looks like there's some sort of desk. It looks like there's quills, inks, things. They look old. As you've been looking through these areas, it looks like these things haven't been used in decades. There's cobwebs all throughout here as you're looking through stuff. That's just the quick glance that you get from that room. And then all these other rooms are much smaller. They consist of what looks to be a chest of drawers, or like a chest, as well as like a bed. There's not much in here. It looks like these may have been for servants, some sort of servants' quarters. It's kind of just that you guys have been on. So I can look at this.
So, but there's no like hallway leading anywhere deeper into whatever.
You can make an investigation check. Certainly.
Can I investigate to see if I see any scrapes on the walls from like spider legs, anything that looks like dust has been moved?
That's an 8, so probably not.
You don't see anything. You just kind of comes to this dead end with these rooms here. As you look for scrapes, you don't see anything in this area. It looks like whatever. It looks like this worker had drug in a kill and began feasting on it.
Worker.
It wasn't small though. Wasn't the Displacer Beast a large beast?
I mean, it did look like multiple creatures had gone through the flower. Those scattered on the floor. I think this is a dead end. I think this is where they just store their food. I think we should go search the tower, not the basement.
Sure. Was that other door that was rusted shut?
Yeah, but what creature is gonna get through a door that's rusted shut?
I might just lead up higher into the rest of the tower.
Oh, I guess so. That's true. Do you want to try breaking it down?
I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not necessarily the biggest of bones. Blood of my bones. Man. If anyone's going to break down a door, I think it's either going to be Carl or Mage.
You call me fat boy?
I'm not calling you fat, I'm just calling you a husky.
I'm also pretty strong. I do want to throw that out there.
And oh yeah.
I've got the brain and the brawn.
Yeah, he does.
Alright, well,
Even that has killed a man. So you're more like
I do not look
blood
any of my
shots
strength.
raising up someone's neck.
No idea how strong I am. I haven't anything to
While we're sitting in here, I'm going to cast detect magic. I'll just cast another spell. Just see if I gather any more information.
Man,
I'm using all my free castings.
you're what's it called?
Trigger happy.
No, we're trying to speedrun this.
Speed running. I would cast number 6.
Okay.
Wow.
You're the only one that can see what happens.
Yeah.
You watch as Lenses tries casting a spell, and then nothing happens.
Well, not everyone can be a magician. Better luck next time.
I'm aging doing something right now.
What? I'm not.
Can I just do an investigation check with it in this kind of entire area, see if we missed anything? Kind of see if there's any cracks or slits that I can slip through. Check that rusted out door after I've checked this area.
Yeah.
Check the chest, see if there's anything in it.
The solid barrier blocks the eyes of anyone, but it can pass through a small 1 inch.
If there's like a crack on the bottom.
It says diameter then, right?
Yeah, but you're going to say 1 inch diameter? Does it have to be circular for it to go through?
It is an eye.
Like, are you saying like it's at least 1 inch in size? So it has to have a 1 inch. If there's a 1 inch gap,
You're okay.
okay.
You
Same.
make an investigation check. What area are you checking, to be specific?
I was just going to check this area before we went back
So
outside.
there's multiple kind of areas here. So like, I'd like you to be a little bit more specific here.
Check the servants' quarters
Okay, first.
my plan is to check everywhere. So if we just want to make it one roll, it's okay. I got 12.
In the service cores, you don't find anything.
Do I find anything as I continue throughout?
There's chests and things that you guys didn't open that you could go back and open to. But I mean, this place it's been abandoned.
Okay.
So anything that you were to find it there, like you don't even know.
All right.
As you kind of continue out throughout, you get the sense that you probably won't find anything that you guys necessarily missed that was of importance. I imagine you're going to go to the rusted door and try and get that little eye through something.
Sure.
You push it under like the slit, right? It gets stuck. You have to like manually like.
So just so you guys know, I'm actually doing something. I'm not crazy. There's an invisible eye that I'm looking around with.
It's so funny if someone casted the spell and they go in your mouth. I don't know why, but it just popped into my head that that'd be just really funny. You push through. You get the eye to push through, and it's a thick door that's on this other side, and it comes in and okay, and you see large barrels, look like wine barrels inside here, and you see other things. You see creatures. You see more of those. It looks like another worker. You see an even smaller looking one. And then you see two larger ones that are in this area. It looks like they're possibly resting or patrolling, kind of. They're just kind of meandering in this large room. As you kind of bring your eye up through and kind of look at this whole room, you can see that there is a large hole that's been dug through or burrowed through that goes down into a lower area. Like it wasn't here before, right?
So it's not in the ceiling of this room, but
in the ground
floor
of this room that you're in. It goes even deeper. It's not a man-made thing. It looks like something had come up, burst up through the ground here, and then
some sorting creepy crawlies in there. Two big ones, a really small one, and one that we similar to about the size that we seen earlier.
So are we looking for these spiders? Are these the things we want to eradicate?
Assume they'd probably be the things that are, if it can kill a displacer beast as I kind of gesture, or kill a creature that size, I don't think we knew it was that, but it'd probably kill a cow, horses. I think this is what we're here to destroy.
Okay, and this is the door.
Just be ready for, I think, a fight on the other side.
Okay. Who's breaking down the door?
Wait, before we do that,
Yes.
see any other ways in?
Let me check.
That's a good question.
Do I see anywhere else? Is there any other exits or entrances from this door other than the hole? Can I peer into the hole?
You can. You have an invisible eye.
Yeah, it can go.
It has no range.
Yeah, you can just keep moving it.
Keep moving it. Now it moves slowly, right? It only has
Up to 30 feet in
up
any
to 30
direction.
feet in any direction. So
So
it's a little slow, but
I got an hour.
you got an hour. You can sit here for an hour.
You scope everything out.
Scope everything out. So you go into the hole. It splits off. There's it. One goes this way. One goes this way.
Is it like covered in webs?
Yeah.
I think they're ground nesting spiders.
It's not super covered in webs, but there are some webs throughout this area. Go to the left. You can go to the right.
I think I'll leave my arcane eye down there because I can kind of sense through my own senses as well as leave it there. I'm just going to keep it there to give us a warning if something comes after we take out this next group.
I think you have to use an action, right? You mentally receive it. Oh no, you do just mentally as an action. You can move it. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. You can totally do that.
Yeah. So who's breaking down the door?
I'll do it.
Harry, do you want to give him a hand?
Yeah, I'll get in there.
Great. Both of you go ahead and roll an attack roll on this door as you guys are trying to break it down.
Use the attack roll.
Yes, sir.
So I don't add anything to it.
No, but that's your
What's my shoulder modifier?
For wood to break down a big old door. I don't have the DM screen that has it. Your DM screen has it. It says the AC and the hit points of a wooden door.
Wood would probably be like 14, I would assume.
But
Maybe 12.
sure. That hits, and we'll give it 22 hit points.
So what do I do there?
Roll damage.
I don't know how much to roll. D6?
You're using your big sword, right? Or your
I was
just like
mace, or you're just what are you doing?
I was trying to break down the door. I guess
Break
I thought
Like a shoulder check. Not like actually break it, but more break the lock itself.
the lock.
Like, by smashing through.
should I just
No, you can. What'd you roll? Sorry.
16?
16. And what'd you roll, Harry?
I rolled an 8. I don't know what to add to that. If it's strength, it's an 11.
11. You start, you bang against the door, and yeah, you guys can hear the moving inside, but it still doesn't seem to budge, as it's been well rusted over time and heavy locks.
I guess I'll hack it with my sword now.
Yeah.
3. 7. It'll be 7.
7. The 7th roll, you'll hit it, but it doesn't seem to break through or do anything. I mean, you guys can take the time to spend to really at this. It is going to be loud.
Are the spiders moving down into the tunnel, or are they staying where they are? I'll look back up at them.
You look back up. So you've watched almost a formation begins to happen. You watch the two larger ones kind of
move in front of the very, very tiny one. In like a protective manner. And they're like ready for whatever is coming through the store.
What about the worker one? Where is it at?
Actually, I think it can do. Hold on. These things can do one thing.
Huh.
Oh yeah. You watch as the worker doesn't really do anything at first, and then make an insight check.
Has a nat 20
Nat
plus 2.
Actually, make it a nature check. Have you?
I don't think
Nature fights better, I think, with this. But
I have not done nature yet.
you can see that something is like secreted for just a moment out of one of the larger ones, and you watch the worker become it becomes a little bit more aggressive, and it seems to get ready for whatever is coming through the store.
Is there a lot of wood on the other side?
No, but there's still the spiders and they're ready for us now.
Well, I'm ready for them too. She's gonna prepare a fireball.
I was about to say, you said there was alcohol on the other side, right?
Yeah, big old wine barrels.
Look at your pest.
Couple.
Won't be able to get down, but there are people there.
I also have.
Let's see. Make sure I know the spell. Can also cast Maelstrom and 5 feet of water and a 30-foot radius.
Drain it.
Just drain it so we can go on through.
These are good ideas. I like the fireball. I think that would do good, but we just need to get this stomping door out of the way.
Can I try one more time with my strength?
No, yeah, you can definitely break it down. If you're not doing it stealthily, like it'll take some time, but you get that final like poof, and it'll break open, and you watch. Yeah, I mean, I think we get into combat because it's not a surprise. So it's just we roll initiative. We're gonna save that for next time though because it is 9:30. So next time we'll start with a little bit of combat.
Okay. Got some bug extermination to do.
Some bug extermination.
Plus whatever shadowy figure you saw earlier.
The big one.
Dungeon!
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 Dungeon.